Hey, good morning, guys. This is Mr. Morales, and this is actually a follow-up video to the last one I did. Sorry for the crack in my voice there. It is early in the morning. This is a follow-up video to the last one I did because I realized I made a mistake. I left off on this last example, and I didn't understand why my graph was so far off when most of these graphs typically fit in the normal grid. And it was brought to my attention that I forgot a variable. So I'm going to go ahead and redo number one again. I do apologize for this. Hopefully you guys are doing your work in pencil, because if not, well, you're not following good math note-taking to begin with, but you have to just do it separately to get this one right. So I'm going to go ahead and erase everything that I had written previously because, like I said, it was an error. So let's go ahead and just take all this off. I wish my eraser worked a little more effectively than this, but unfortunately it doesn't. So here we go again. The equation we could deal with for number one is x squared plus 10x plus 26. So let me go ahead and type that into my calculator again. I'm over here in Scratchpad. So x squared plus 10x, this is where I went wrong last time. I forgot the variable. Plus 26, let me verify, yes, plus 26. Okay, enter. And there we go, that graph fits in our standard size window, which is what our graph is on the worksheet. So a little trick, if you guys have a problem sometimes seeing the points, go to menu, go to view, and you can go to grid. And there's two kinds of grids, a dot grid or a line grid. I prefer a dot grid, and that way you can kind of count your points a little better. So it looks like we have a vertex over here at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 1. We can verify that by going to Control T for a table, and I will go ahead and up arrow until my x value is around negative 5. And look there, I'll kind of center it for us. So here's our y values where the blue box is highlighted, and it goes 5, 2, 1, and it goes back up to 2 again. So negative 5, 1 is our lowest value. In other words, that's our minimum. So we're going to go back to the worksheet over here, and negative 5, 2 is our vertex. I'll get the points that come after it, and the points that came before it, and then I'll go ahead and match them up to the table. So it's 2 and 2. Let me see, 1 second. And once again, I made a mistake. It's negative 5, 1. I knew I made a mistake already. So let's take that off. All right, and then we have the 2's here and here. And then we have 5 above that, and I would suspect we have 5 also because it's reflexive. It should be like a mirror image, yes. 5 here and here. I'm not sure I have my 7 there to make sure everything looks okay. So negative 3, 5, negative 4, 2, negative 5, 1, negative 6, 2, negative 7, 5. Okay, everything's good. Now finally, all right. So here are my points. I'm going to go ahead and just graph these points. Negative 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 5, 1, positive 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be a point right there. Negative 6, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Negative 5, 1. And then it goes back up the other side in the same reflective kind of way. So my graph will look like that. There we go. So my axis of symmetry will be the line that goes right through the middle of my parabola here. And that's going to hit the x-axis right here at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. At x equal to negative 5 is my axis of symmetry. Once you know the axis of symmetry, or if you know your vertex, it's the same x value, negative 5. And my vertex is either the lowest or highest point. In this case, we have a minimum, and the lowest or minimum y value is right here at negative 5, comma 1. After 1, it goes back up to 2 again. The domain is going to be all real numbers because this does spread infinitely in both the left and the right directions. The range, however, is what we always have to contend with. Because we have a minimum, we know we hit a minimum value at at positive, 1 right here. That's our minimum value. And y equal to positive 1. And then we go all the way up to positive infinity forever. Since you can't reach infinity, we don't have the inequality symbol. So there you go. There's your clarification video on how you need to do this type of assignment for the rest of these problems. Don't forget to also answer the two questions about matching the equation to the graph on, I believe, was maybe page 20 or 21, somewhere around there. All right, so here you go, and good luck with the rest of your assignment.